Hello and welcome everybody to the SMunger Cup Series, race 6 of 8 at Kansas Speedway. I'm your host Steve, and today is going to be a wild race. There's 3 races left in the season, and we have 13 drivers who have qualified in for today's race. It's anybody's title still. Everybody is mathematically still in contention. It's been a crazy start to the season, but we have a couple stories we need to get into before we get into today's race. Starting with William Schmitt, who is on pole here today. He is currently 3rd in the points, 8 back of Jayden Winkleson. Could really use a win if he wants a shot at this title. Chase Newman starting 5th today. He is currently 2nd in the points, -2 to Jayden Winkleson. And he is in a great position for a great point stay today. And Dogleg Matt will be driving the 09 for SMunger, who is out 1 race on suspension for reckless driving during North Wilkesboro. Dogleg will start 8th. See the cars getting ready to pull off the pit road, and I suppose now would be a great time to let everybody know that within the week or two following this race being broadcast, I will be posting a video that will be going over some changes coming to the SMunger Cup Series in season number 2, which will include things like the newly revamped point system, the schedule for season 2, which is still being changed and adjusted at this current point, how many spots are going to be open on the roster, who's already signed up for the next season, how many people to expect there, all the information. I'll be doing a follow-up info video on anything and everything you're going to need to know changes-wise coming in Season 2 of the SMunger Cup Series. Expect that to come out in about a week or 2 from now. Field's getting the 1 to go. Let's go ahead and get into the starting lineup for today's race. Starting on the front row, William Schmitt to the inside, Ryan DeLago to the outside of row number 1. Dave Wilson on the inside and Lazard to the outside make up row number 2. Chase Newman on the inside, Cooper Glick to the outside of row number 3. Tanner Mann on the inside, and Dogleg Matt in the 09, row number 4. Jax Riley to the inside, Drake Goslin to the outside make up row number 5. Cackard on the inside, and Dice Guy to the outside make up row number 6. And rounding out the field is Tyler Rogers by himself on the inside of row number 7. Jayden Winkleson, your points leader, failed to qualify for today's race. So did Chad Jones and Michael McCammett. His pace car making its way to the pit road. In the field, making their way down to the green flag. Green flag waving. We are underway here at Kansas for race 6 of 8. A mostly clean start so far. We got William Schmitt still up front. Dave Wilson looking at 2nd position from Ryan DeLago. Tanner Mann backwards up into the wall. He got sent by Jax Riley. They're stacking him up at the back, but nobody's really spun out or wrecked yet. They're still green, but there goes Tyler Rogers going around down the front straightaway. A wild turn 3 and 4 where Jax Riley almost punted the 53 up into the wall. But the green flag's still out, no caution, everybody's still driving. And William Schmitt still leading out front, but Ryan DeLago's moved to 2nd, and Lazard has made his way to 3rd. Cooper Glick up to 4th, and Dogleg Matt made his way up to 5th, followed by Chase Newman. Dave Wilson has dropped to 7th. Dice Guy 8th, Drake Goslin 9th, and Jax Riley will round out your top 10. A crazy start to the race, with the leaders making their way down into turn number 1 here on lap number 3. William Schmitt still out front, followed by DeLago and Glick, who has now made his way into the 3rd position. And Dogleg Matt just passed Lazard for 4th, and that'll put Lazard back to 5th. A crazy shuffling of the board up towards the front of the field. They've been getting really dicey there from about 2nd through 7th, but nobody's been able to get around William Schmitt yet. DeLago not really catching up, but not really falling away. Cooper Glick, meanwhile, has a run on the back of the 23, coming down the front straightaway. The 05 turns the 23 sideways. They save it. I can't believe he didn't spin out. But here comes Dogleg Matt and Dave Wilson to take second and third away from Ryan Delago and Cooper Glick. They're getting wild up towards the front, but William Schmitt still leading with a run from Dogleg Matt. Here comes Dave Wilson to the outside. It is a 3-car battle going into turn number 3 at the moment. William Schmitt still out front, Dogleg Matt moving into second, and Dave Wilson sitting in third. Kacker on the flat, off the pace, going a lap down and heading towards pit road. That car heavily damaged from the lap 1 incident. They're probably going to the garage, and Kacker has no shot of winning 2 in a row. Down in turn number 1, it is Schmitt, Wilson, Dogleg, Delago, and Glick, your top 5. Wilson with a run to the back of Schmitt. He gets into the back of the 79, who's sideways, gets back into Wilson. Around goes Schmitt. Around goes Wilson. Into the wall, clobbered hard by Newman. Up into the air goes Wilson. And the caution will wave down in turn number 3, lap number 5. William Schmitt has the car righted and going again, but Newman and Wilson, a massive hit down the back straightaway. Let's take a look, see what brought out our first caution of the day. Here goes the 20 into the 79. Schmitt loses it and just collects Wilson, and Chase Newman with just nowhere to go. He was already on the outside lane when the 20 spun up and just nowhere to go. He had traffic to his inside. He was just kind of stuck there between a car and the wall. Let's take another look at this. You can see Newman gets into the, or I'm sorry, Wilson gets into the back of Schmitt. And that's what's going to get Schmitt sent around, and that's what's going to get Newman caught up in their mess. Big contact between Newman and Wilson. Wilson's car almost turning over. It got at least 4 or 5 feet up off the ground. We're going to ride on board with Lazard, who I believe was back around the 7th position at the time. You can see the leaders up there get together and they just spin out. Oh, and all that smoke, you can't even hardly see that Newman was up there. Big hit for those guys. We're going to ride on board with Dave Wilson as well. You see, he's going to get a huge run coming off turn number 2. And he got him on the left side of the back, and that's, you can't do that. You get him on the left rear, you're going to send somebody around, especially coming off the corners. That was just a brutal collision between the 20 and the 14. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome back to the SMunger Cup Series, race 6 of 8 at Kansas Speedway. Under caution, we are coming back to take the green flag for this restart. And let's go ahead and get into the restart lineup. We have Dogleg Matt restarting as the leader with Ryan Delago to his outside. Row 2 is Cooper Glick on the inside and Lazard to the outside. Row 3 is Dice Guy to the inside and Drake Goslin to the outside. Tyler Rogers to the inside of row number 4, Jax Riley to his outside, and William Schmitt is the last car on track in row number 5. He's currently running 9th. As the pace car makes its way back to pit road, the race is getting back underway. Green flag is back in the air at Kansas. We have 2 laps left to decide who's going to win here today. As they're fanning out 2, almost 3 wide at the middle of the pack, it is Dogleg Matt holding on to the lead over Ryan Delago. Cooper Glick moving into that 3rd position. Dice Guy giving him a shove on the inside. Dice Guy trying to take over that 4th position from Lazard. But Lazard's got a run on the outside coming down the back straightaway. As the leaders get back into turn number 3, it is Dogleg. It's Delago. Glick gets into Lazard. They get up into the wall. Big contact for the 98 and 05. As the leaders come out of turn number 4, they're coming to the white flag. One more time around. Can Dogleg Matt hold on over Ryan Delago or Dice Guy, or is one of those two going to get their first win of the season? They're down into turn number 1. Delago to the inside of Dogleg as Jax Riley takes a big shot into the turn 1 wall. Similar to the lap 1 incident between him and Mann, Lazard sent Riley into the wall. Dice Guy with a huge run down the back straightaway. On the outside, he's going to cut to the inside as they get into turn number 3. Dogleg Matt still out front. Is he going to be able to hold on coming out of turn number 4? Here comes Dice Guy with a run to the inside. They're coming back to the line, and I don't know who won that. It is a photo finish at the line between Dice Guy and Dogleg Matt. As Tyler Rogers and Ryan DeLago get together after the checkered flag, Tyler Rogers is going to spin around for the second time today. But a photo finish between Dice Guy and Dogleg Matt. That was a close one. Let's take another look at that finish. Coming out of turn number 4, you can see Dogleg Matt is in the lead. Dice Guy with a run. Chops to the inside in front of Ryan DeLago. DeLago is going to give to the bumper. And Dice Guy is going to win at Kansas. What an unbelievable last lap run out of that number 57. Dice Guy, the winner here at Kansas. By less than a foot. By less than a tenth of a second. He's got his first win of the season. Dice Guy, go ahead and burn him down. You've really earned this one here today. Unbelievable job out of that driver in an unbelievable race here today. Let's go ahead and take a look at the finishing results, starting with Dice Guy, your winner. Runner-up is Dogleg Matt. Wonderful performance today. Ryan DeLago 3rd, Tyler Rogers 4th, William Schmitt 5th, Lazard 6th, Goslin 7th, Cooper Glick 8th, Jax Riley 9th, and Dave Wilson 10th will round out your top 10, followed by Chase Newman 11th, Cackert 12th, and Tanner Mann will round out the field in 13th. Just an unbelievable finish here today. And let's take another look. Last lap here, we're going to ride on board with William Schmitt as they get down into turn number 1. The contact between him and Jax Riley. So he gets into the 15. He's already loose there. And it looks like Riley goes to shoot a gap that just wasn't quite there. Gets sideways, up hard into the wall. Doesn't spin out, he keeps going, but that ruined any chance on the last lap of Riley having a top 5 today. Let's take a look at these points. They've really tightened up here. Schmitt and Newman are tied for the lead. Dice Guy moves to 3rd, but he's tied for 3rd with Winkleson, and they're only 1 point off the lead. Lazard to 5th, Rogers 6th, Goslin 7th, Cacker 8th, Mann 9th, and Munger 10th in the points. Glick goes to 11th, Riley 12th, DeLago 13th, Jones 14th, McCammett 15th, Wilson 16th, and Dogleg will be credited as 17th, even though this is his only planned start of the season so far. Thank you everybody for watching today's race. Our next race will be taking place at Bristol Motor Speedway. I'm Steve, and I hope to see you when we get there.